us ourselves, man. But anyway, moving on, man. We're gonna move on to why is this flooding going on in Houston? Why did the hurricane do so much damage? And conspiracy says that a man-made hurricane came through. That's why it came through so slow. And it sat over the ocean for so long till it built up and got real powerful and came in to wet over all the grounds that was dried up. Because Houston had a dry spout this past summer. It's still summer, but, majority of the summer had a dry spout. So, man-made hurricane, man-made flood. Man-made gonna make money off of reconstruction the city. A lot of stuff goes on until that was going down on in Houston. Because why Houston? Conspiracy thinkers could also say one of the most popular black cities in the United States, So yeah, that could cause a lot of that. Let me see. Are they talking about the commercials? Greg will say, I'm thinking those commercials help the stew. Commercial equal money. I'll be hearing these commercials on everybody's show. Like if I come into your show and your show already started, the first thing I would hear is commercial. So I don't know what's going on. Speaker trying to just put shit on you, you know what I'm saying? Because I guess they making money off that. So for every commercial that's out there, whoever's the sponsor of the commercial is giving up money to Speaker for having their advertisement going. Ninja said, I think this case, the commercials are helping Speaker. Yeah, they are. They are because, like I said, if I was to come back into this show, if I was listening to this show, I'll come back in. I'll get the commercial before you get to hear me and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. Everybody's still talking about them commercials. And Grego says Conspiracy Ninja 1 and 2. Ninja said, I can answer why it took so long to build a statue. Once you build it, question will be asked when you have to answer those questions like why did he have to fight people rights? Let me see. Jimmy, your grandparents was really fucking ignorant and he had to fight people like that. Oh, okay, that's a good one right there, that Ninja. I would definitely agree on that. But that's crazy, man. That's definitely crazy, man. I just said like big ups and prayers go out to all the people in Houston, and if you have any extra money or whatever, find a foundation that you think gonna get your money there. Just don't give it to the first people out there that's asking for a donation. Find one that you feel is legitimate and gonna get the money to the people or get the supplies to the people, man. Because you know what happened in Katrina's situation. So let's not make this another Katrina, But anyway, man, we're going to go ahead on and get on to this NFL. I thought I was going to have my guests on, but you know how people, say they're going to do something and then don't do it, So what all that do is lead me on to going opposite directions and trying to find another guest. Chief Rocka finally got a chance to come back on the air, man. I'm not fired up and excited as I usually be yet, due to the fact that, it's a lot of shit I've been going through, and I'm just trying to ease my way back into it. But, hey, man, life goes on, like the song said, what I'm saying? Life is what you make it, and you got to make it to make yourself be better at what you do and better in life, period, right? But we're gonna try this one more time with this phone call. And if it doesn't go through this time, man, we're just going to forget about it. We're going to have fun. Because like I said, man, I got to get my intern to his new job. And, I just can't be out here, doing a show and then, he ain't out there making no bank. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put something in his pocket so he can stay out of my pocket, So let me see. I'm going to try this call right here and see what happens. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. See, sometimes.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, caller? Well, you must be in a bad spot. This is number one Chief Rocka, Jerseyvern from his recap show. Yeah, could you talk? Hello? Could you talk? Call it. Hello? You got a lot of static in your phone, caller.
Yeah, call back.
Huh? Well, call this number back. Okay, you're going to call me back. Yeah. But anyway, I seen Big Apple say, NFL, damn, Chief, you didn't watch the fight. Oh, I got all that, brother. I mean, shit, we still got some time, Big Apple. You know what I'm saying? But I just had this caller that I had to call, man. It was going to be about a lot of NFL. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the fight until this caller call me back. But but anyway, on the fight, man, this weekend, man. Hey, man, I seen the fight a whole different way than what a lot of other people, perceive the fight as being, right? First and foremost, right, when the fight first came on, and I seen who they had out there refereeing the fight, you know what I'm saying? It was good that we had a brother out there. But then when I looked at the brother age, right, and then the situation of the two fighters, I was like, wow. And plus the guy we had out there, I never seen him out there before in no big fights. He's a referee, and he's been refereeing fights, but I never seen him in no real big, big time money pay-per-view fight before. So a lot of people say, oh, that's the advantage to Mayweather. No, it was no advantage to Mayweather, because once this guy started doing what he was doing, illegal shit to the back of Mayweather's head or grabbing Mayweather up, this guy wasn't really getting in there like a Larry Hazard back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Some of the quick, swift referees back in the days, how they would do it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt that was a disadvantage to Floyd, and also one thing I didn't like was when at the end of a round, Floyd pushed Conor McGregor, whatever his damn name is. The referee pushed Floyd. And I'm like, what's going on with that, And then later on, he went back, he went to the corner and apologized to Floyd. But my thing is, if you're not used to being in a top-notch fight like that and seeing the heat of the battle, you got to be able to control your emotion. Are you going to tell me your emotions was to push Floyd Mayweather? You know what I'm saying? Just because he pushed that man, a push is better than somebody throwing a punch at the end after the bell had rung. So I give the referee, I give him a bad mark on that move right there, And as far as the fight itself, people talking about this guy won 3 rounds, right? I look at it like this. The first 3 rounds, Floyd Mayweather didn't throw no punches because the guy is so orthodox, you know what I'm saying? I mean, his stance itself, he came out with a stance back in the Jim Johnson days when they used to box with no gloves, So right then and there, the guy, Floyd Mayweather, was like, well, goddamn, how am I judge this? So, it just took him 3 rounds just to go around and look and see. Because every punch, and this is my thing, just because you threw more punches than Floyd, if the punches ain't really landing or hurting you, it shouldn't count as a legitimate punch. But I don't know how boxing do this shit. So as far as him winning the first 3 rounds, I would consider the first 3 rounds a draw because neither one did nothing. You know what I'm saying? But once Floyd started figuring him out and started boxing him and started tagging him and hitting him, the man was wearing down. And RC said that referee was terrible. He's been in other big fights but never perform this bad. He allowed Colin to hit Floyd with several rabbit punches, which are illegal. True that. True that. Let me see. Big Apple said, I was thinking about the main fight in Harlem Nights where McGregor knees started buckling in the 10th. Oh yeah. When old boy that couldn't talk good was fighting. He was supposed to be the champ. But anyway, man. Another point I really didn't like. Why did he stop the fight? You know, this is my thing. Even though McGregor wasn't punching back, he was still standing. He wanted punishment. You know what I'm saying? That Doo Kim shit was, 30 years ago, man. Ain't nobody died in the ring within the last 10 to 15 years for getting hit consecutively. You know what I'm saying? So this is my thing. They should have let Floyd Mayweather continue fighting this man because he was about to put him down, and he would have went down. Two more punches, he would have went down. And I feel the referee got in there and stopped the fight. And then this sucker gonna say at the end of the fight that he was still ready to fight. They shouldn't have stopped the fight. I mean, what planet was he on? He wasn't on the planet I was on because he damn sure didn't know where the fuck he was at for a minute. You know? But once they put that shit up your nose and bring you back to earth, then you start thinking about everything that didn't happen in the fight. You think about things that you wish that could have happened in the fight, and then you start making up make-believe shit, and that's what he was doing, was making up make-believe shit. And at the end of the fight, he had so much energy at the end of the fight to make this long-ass goddamn speech, you know, that I couldn't really understand, and until somebody, said what he was saying, up to the day, I still don't know what the fuck he was saying. Big Apple said, I don't care what you ninjas say about Floyd not being on top of his game. He beat McGregor ass, bottom line. He called him McGregors. Yeah, he won the fight, man. He beat this cat, man. And I picked the 9th round. And anybody who don't believe me, all y'all have to do is ask Sluggo, because Sluggo came over to watch the fight. Big up to my homeboy Dow from the Bronx. He came over watch the fight. Sluggo and his lovely wife came over to watch the fight. I said the 9th. He should have put him out in the 9th. One thing about Floyd, though, Floyd is not like a Benitez or Tommy Hearns back in the days where once they got somebody in trouble, they steady going at him. Floyd will hit you, and once he got you in trouble, he'll stop and pause, and then he'll go back at you. But Floyd should have been on his ass. He should have just been going at him. When he had him down like that, put that motherfucker down. After all that shit he talked, all them goddamn names he called you, and the words that slipped out his, well, he say he slipped out his mouth. They should have let Floyd, he should have put that motherfucker down to rest. You know what I'm saying? He was already 99. Put him down to rest. And then for people that have podcast shows to say that they think the fight was 50-50, either way it could have went. I mean, damn, what fight was you looking at? I'm not going to call no name, but what fight was you really looking at to say the fight was about 50-50? It could have went either way. Either way, my ass. You know what I'm saying? That man got in there for a payday. He know the MMA arts could not be a boxer because to be a boxer, you got to be in better condition as he is. He talking about he was heavy, and that's why he was about to fall, because he was heavy and tired. Well, if you heavy and tired, why didn't you work on that in training? So evidently you trying to tell us that you didn't train good enough. Yeah. But anyway, wrong phone. I don't need no call from there. Yeah, but anyway, Gregor said, Jungle, I mean Big Apple. Your secret is safe with me. Listen, Gregor, he crazy. You may be the black cloud over most things positive, but you have created Jenna's introduction. He called McGregor, huh? She said Floyd carried McGregor from the 6th round on. He could have ended it whenever he wanted to after that. Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying, RC. Floyd didn't follow up on a lot of times. He hurt that man. And I don't know if he was doing it for show